Hi dear friends, this is Ouassima and welcome to this video. I'm so happy to be here today to talk about this amazing deck that I have been using for quite some time in my healing sessions, and it works beautifully. So this video was planned on summer, but as I moved to a new house, a new city and all these things and projects, I put this video aside. So I'm really happy to have time today to make it. I also talked about this deck in one of my oldest videos as a deck that was created by collaborative in collaboration, but I'm sorry about this wrong statement, because it was made by Kathleen Deyo. She's an artist and she took 2 years to make this beautiful deck. Her work has been featured in many newspapers like the New York Times. She had been featured in House Beautiful Woman's Day and Paint Decor, so you can find her in the website that I will link just below. She offers readings too, and I had this opportunity to talk with her in person. I hope maybe one day we can talk again together in person, I mean by messages. Also, you will find on her website this amazing book, and it is available on PDF format, and you can print it. In this guidebook, you see it's pretty consequent. It's a pretty big guidebook. You find it on her website. You find tarot symbols from psychological, mythological, and cross-cultural perspective, and it includes, which is really beautiful too, herbal and planetary references, gemstones, elements, symbolism, and secret meanings. This is really amazing guidebook. I haven't been using it that much, and I should. It is one of my plans for 2020 to read it, because it has really a lot of information and interesting information. You know, when you talk about herbs, when you talk about their correspondences with tarot cards, you get into another level of meaning. You see, we have here the sun. You find the meaning: upright position, reverse position, the planet, the number, the element, the gemstone, gems and crystals, herbs and plants that are related to this card. You see, for example, angelica, sunflowers, lavender, geranium, and marigold, the chakra and angels, the secret meaning, placement, codes. I mean, it is really wonderful guidebook. I really should, I should really read it more for the next year. So this deck is one of my horse decks. What it means that it is one of the decks I use a lot for my readings, the readings I offer, whether it is for guidance, for divination, or for healing, because I use cards in a healing way. You can find more videos on my channel about that. So this deck was made by the paintings of Kathleen, and the cards are pretty much big, which is really good when you talk about art, because you want to see the paintings, you want to see the art, you want to see some details, and some cards are have some details that are related to our practical life. You will find, for example, watches or let me see if I can find some angels. Where did I see that? Is it in this card? I forgot. I will see the cards more and say talk about that. So you'll find this these elements of our daily life, and you'll find also elements or deities or spirits from the mythology, from the angelic realm. So it is really well mixed inside, which you know, in a reading it's really interesting, because in reading you want to give different layers of meanings to the person, to the client. You want to talk about the practical side, why this person is acting this way with me in the job. I want to get a promotion but it's not working, what should I do? You know, practical side, but also the spiritual side and the spirit guides that are surrounding us and that are helping us in this situation. So it's really interesting for this type of readings, you know, practical questions. Also really interesting to show the cards to the client. The colors, there is something about the colors, you know, I always talk about that in my readings and in my videos, because I am sensitive to colors, and clients that come to my sessions are also, which is really interesting, are hypersensitive. So the colors speak to them, the imagery, the symbols. Sometimes they see some faces they know in the cards. They say, "Oh, this looks like this person," you know. Horses. See, there are many animals in this deck. We have horses here. I'll put them aside. We'll see what we can do with that later. And you'll find also these. It's like I remember my interview with Carmen about dream work, and it is like getting into a dream where you open a door and you find a world, and then you open another door and you find a different world. So it's a rich deck. It's not like, for example, let's say you get into the Fountain Tarot and it is the same spirit from the beginning to the end. In this one, it's like you get into a market or a dream where you meet many different people. Some things that are really not logical, you know. See, for example, here you find some technological things or modern life, you know. It's not just the old life, it's modern life. And at the same time, you have these paintings that are related to angels. So it's a rich deck. See this card, for example, it's very interesting. Something it is working, it's in the process, but we can see that this person, maybe it is tired, and the suggestion that she should continue working and maybe she can have some rest, little rest, you know, a nap to continue on her work and not stop in doing it. Maybe she should put some attention into detail, because we see that her attention is in somewhere else. Maybe she's thinking about the next step while she didn't finish what she has to do. You know, there are so many things you can play with in this deck. See, there is another horse here, another horse. Look at this card, the Strength card. I have an insect here that she's playing. I hope she won't disturb the video. The Strength card, here we are in another world, you know, we are maybe in the past or in a fairy tale, and you get these flowers, or we don't know if they are flowers, or it can be some people who are watching what is her next step, or what is her new realization, or witnessing what she has accomplished. You know, there are many different ways to interpret this card, and it's rich, really rich. The Eight of Rods. We have the Fool here. So the dog has different place, is not like the Rider-Waite, but we know what it means. You know, we can see that. I love this face as the Fool being the role, or the face we are taking. Like we are getting into a theater, into a movie, and we will play a part. And this is the face we will have. This is the persona we will take. And the dog being here as a companion, and not as a reminder, you know, when there is the dog, you know, behind you and trying to give you that bite, or remind you, you know, of your origins. Be truthful, stay faithful to your true essence. Here, it is the companion. He is coming with the Fool, you know. So many things to see. The Three of Swords. It's a funny face of the devil. Let me see what Kathleen says about the devil in her companion book. Okay, the devil. Bondage and materialism. This is a powerful card about facing fears and inhibitions in order to stretch and grow. Capricorn, the goat, is the zodiac sign ruled by Saturn. Upright position, they are slaves to their desires and addicted to depravity and ruin. You are practical and know how to enjoy yourself and captivate with your charm and belly love jokes. The satyr goat is a lustful figure and also a scrap goat for all of our "the devil made me do it" excuses in life. The vampire bat wings allude to negativity as a drain in the same way the vampire drains the blood of its victims. Similarly, the blank stare on the face of the devil makes him seem hypnotic and predatory, and the inverted pentagram above his head states that his intentions are evil and manipulative. All that is dangerous about black magic. At the devil's feet, a couple who remind me of Adam and Eve, with the snake in Eden, seems to be chained in captivity in the devil's den. A closer look reveals that the chains that bind them, much like addictions, are self-imposed and can be released at will. The couple shows signs of being recreated in the image of the devil, with the small horns sprouting from their heads, and the devil's tails lending a horrific aspect of their young bodies. The cave-like setting appears to be a dead end with no door inside. It is a terrifying card. This is really lovely. And then the planet, Saturn, the number 15, which reduces to the number 6, alludes to the lover card. Element Earth, gems and crystals, Apache tears, hematite, black tourmaline, black onyx, black diamond, obsidian, square black stones, and jet. Herbs and plants, lobelia, ivy, carnation, mugwort, and rosemary. The chakra is root. Angels, Uriel, who appears in the book of Enoch. Cassiel, archangel representing speed of God and patron angel of the oppressed, as in the Bible passage. For with that judgment ye judge. Ye shall be judged, and with that misery meet. It shall be measured to you again. Metatron also, archangel patron of children, teachers and counselors, and Samuel. And the secret meaning, otherworldly totems, spirit guides, animal guides, and the dark side of occultism. And also after that, she talks about the placements. If she is next to the temperance, for example, what it means, and a quote at the end. Let me give you one quote. What's right is what's left if you do everything else wrong. Okay, so it's really so interesting to see some faces. I see that really she focused on the faces and on the look, how they look like. Look at this image, Queen of Rods. And this one. The faces are really important in this deck, and they can help to add more meanings or to add meanings to the cards. And also feeling that in her art, we can see that, I don't know, I need to ask her, maybe I will send her this video to ask her. I don't know if she did all the art this way or she did collage, because I feel that something was added to, but I don't know. I need to ask her. And if I get her answer, I might put that on the description box. 6 of Cups. I love this card, the Judgment. I'll put her aside. 5 of Rods. 5 of Cups. Oh my God, this is beautiful card for 5 of Cups. Again, see the colors. You feel this card. You feel it. The Knight of Pentacles. Horses. Horses again. There is something about horses in this deck. 9 of Cups. Ace of Rods. I'm sorry about my cards. I mixed them. 9 of Swords. The Word. This card is beautiful. Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man, very beautiful too. The Hermit, Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords. I am showing you all the cards exceptionally for today because I know that not all of you know this deck. But usually I leave some cards hidden so you can discover them by yourself. So this is an exception for today. Two of Swords, the Emperor, one of my favorite cards. I will put my favorite cards aside for today. I want to look at them again. The Queen of Cups, beautiful. She looks like a Miss World. And again, the symbol here, she's like depicted twice. Ten of Rods, Temperance. The High Priestess, she's interesting. This is interesting for a High Priestess. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Again, horses. Four of Swords. Justice, Page of Rods. Death, one of my favorite cards too. And we have First Nations ancestors here. Seven of Cups, the Moon, King of Cups, the Tower. You feel the Tower. You feel that destruction. You feel it here. The Star and the Magician, one of my favorite cards too, the Magician. All right, so I will see if there are other cards with horses because it's interesting. You know, I always see the common symbol that we find in most of the cards because it's related to the spirit of the deck. All right, so I hope you like this video, and if you want to have a look on Kathleen's website, I will put it just below. Have a look on her guidebook, which is available already in her website, and the deck because it's really a lovely one and it works beautifully for readings. It's pretty big, so if you have small hands, you might want to cut the borders or something like that, but it works really beautifully. Really, really wonderful deck for readings. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon. Bye bye.